Yes, already. You ready to get some gas, some voice actors? Y'all are excited. See, I need a noise level to bring them out like this is a WWE event, and they're coming out to whoop my ass. Are you guys ready to meet these guests? Oh, I like it. All right, we're gonna welcome up to the stage, Elsie Lovelock. It's just how it works. Next, Elder Con Black.
She voices Angel.
Erin Nicole Lundquist. Michaela Law. He's the prom queen. I see. Yeah! Jason Monoka! Yeah! He's prom queen runner-up.
Girls slate the fit! Girls slate the fit, Chad. Girls slate the fit.
We have Alana Fitzgerald! Yeah!
Oh my gosh, my throat. Her fit is on fire. Yes, her fit is so fire. Her fit is so fire. Way back, me or you?
Mike there.
I don't know, probably both of us. Probably both of us. Yes. Water!
Two microphones. So what's gonna happen, guys? They're gonna introduce themselves, say a little thing, and then I'm gonna come down and we're gonna start doing questions. Everybody good?
Yeah!
I'm gonna stop talking. I'm gonna let the important people talk. Here we go.
Hi everyone.
Hi!
Elsie Lovelock. Thank you so much for joining us. We're just doing like short intros. Yes, cool.
Yeah.
So when it comes to Glitch, I voice Uzi, Evelyn, Blink Queen, Karen and Maggie and SMG4. A lot of them. So it's great to see you guys. Thank you so much for coming, and I'll pass it along.
Woo!
Everybody, I'm Zelda Con Black, and I'm Andy, and nice to be here.
Okay. You gotta keep it really short.
Yeah, I know. How did you get into acting?
I'm not Frankie. My name's Michaela Laws. I voice Frankie, and that's a good
I voice oh my god, I'm forgetting the Diligence in Gaslight District.
Hi, I'm Jason Marnoka. I play Marco in Meta Runner and Ken the Butcher in the Gaslight District.
My name's Alana Fitzgerald. I voice Mel, your favorite gremlin. The Gaslight District, and your favorite city.
All right, guys, we're gonna go ahead and start with questions.
Hi there. How you doing? I had a question to ask. What your favorite character that
Better
you
get in
voiced
line.
is?
Where's the line start?
Your favorite line that you performed, like the one that just like tickled your soul in a way.
Oh, my favorite Uzi line is obviously "Bite me," and I always say, and that's not even an edgy teen hyperbole like when I said it last week.
Oh, I won't swear. I get a lot of swears and I Twitter. So
Oh no!
sorry, hope you feel better. But also, you know.
No!
My favorite Space Cat line is definitely
The hand that feeds.
Yeah!
my favorite Olivia line is the iconic the tantrum of bring her back, bring her back.
My lines typically change. My favorite from Frankie is like, "Go ahead, Andy, have a good day. Show him who's boss."
Slay for
That line is, Lucy, get on out here. This is a team.
Yeah! I love that one.
Jack's line is just, hooray.
Yeah!
Geez, let's see. It's been a while since Meta Runner. But I tell you, I really loved any time Marco gets to make fun of anybody for slumming it in the low tier. Ken the Butcher, do our pinky promises mean nothing to you?
Shin line, oh, it changes, but I always love that crisscross applesauce.
Okay, so mine is a little different. So my favorite question that I wanted to ask you for a long time actually correlates with my friend here. I was going to ask, what was your least favorite line to record? AKA the one you had the struggle with, or you got emotional, or anything like that.
I think for me, because I'm not American, it was just any time the American accent made me trip. The word murder drones in an American accent is kind of a trip in itself. So I'd be like, oh, don't murder me, but murder. So it would be a little bit trippy for me in an American accent. But apart from that, great writing, love it, not a bad word to say.
Oh geez, the least favorite one. Maybe it was the part where Andy and Frankie just get lifted out and like they're just screaming because it was very strenuous. Yeah. I loved all of the lines, but the one line from Space Cat that goes, "Oh, he's tiny Frankie." That was my first take, and then they had me do it 10 more times because they thought the first take was too dramatic, and then the first take is what ended up in the show.
For me, it was a personal line. It was literally when Frankie was talking to Andy in the kitchen. She's like, "Oh, you and I work together." I just like thinking about that sometimes because I got way too personal way too quickly.
I can't think of any lines I actively hate. That's not already out because Jack says some things I don't like in later episodes, but you don't know that yet.
Oh no! Oh no!
I honestly don't have an answer for that. I love every single line I've gotten to say. They're all great. I love when N screams the most.
Yes!
Purely from a technical standpoint, anytime Ken has to go and really do a number on your throat when you do 8 or 9 of those. So.
Yeah.
But it's fun.
I'm gonna have to say, I mean, especially when Mel was beating the crap out of the angel mother, there was definitely a lot of like, yeah. I had to go on vocal rest for like 2 days after that.
Oh.
It wasn't bad.
Thank you. That's a great question. Thank you so much.
Hi. Oh my god. Okay, so this is for the Murder Drones cast. And also some for the other cast. How would you think that the characters in Merinos like Uzi and also Sin would react to them playing Monopoly for the first time?
That's a good one.
Monopoly so much. So she'd probably be similar to me. She'd be like, "No, I don't want to go into jail. Stupid, bite me."
Ed would probably be down for anything. He loves doing anything.
I
so
love
he'd learn all the rules. Uzi'd be like, I don't want to do this. But Ed's like, come on, it'll be fun.
True.
No, you cannot take my train station. That is my train. Oh, like $200 or is it $500? Anyway, it is mine. I love capitalism.
System is rigged. Thank you. That was a good one.
Would your younger self believe that you've made this far into voice acting?
Yeah, that's a lovely question. Yeah, no, my younger self would be very proud because we grew up loving games, animations, and everything like that. So the fact that we get to be in them is amazing. I feel very, very lucky. So yeah, that's a lovely question.
Absolutely not. But yeah, really what Elsie said, like it's amazing, and so I'm just so grateful to be here with all these amazing people and to be a part of all of these stories. So no, but it's pretty cool. My 5-year-old self would absolutely believe that I would be on this stage. My 10-year-old self would not, so I do this for my 10-year-old self.
Short answer, no.
Absolutely not. You saw me waving my arms? Absolutely not. I was a fan just like you guys. This is not at all something I ever dreamed I'd be doing.
No.
Real.
No, but it feels cool because I was the weird kid.
So I was here last year, but I wanted to be a voice actor, but I decided I want to be a creator now. I'm making an indie show called Bo, and I need a lot of help promoting it. I currently have like 932 followers, and I just need so much help getting it out there, and if y'all can help me with it.
What's it called?
Yeah, come see us at a table after. I'd love to see it.
What's it called?
Like advice.
What's it called?
Advice,
how to promote
I would
it.
say
what's it
advice
called?
would probably be, I have too much advice that I think would be better if I talk to
how's
you
it spelled?
one-on-one rather than here, because there's a lot of advice that we can all give. But that's my answer, so feel free to come see me later.
excuse me, what's it called?
Don't shut up about it.
Yeah!
I guarantee you.
Don't shut up
As a
about
creator myself as well, it's like, oh, man, am I talking about this too much? Am I advertising it? No, you are not. Keep talking about it. Don't shut up. And if someone's like, hey, I keep seeing like 10 million posts about your project, I'm like, yeah, there's gonna be 10 million and one. I'm not
Yeah,
so
now there's gonna be 20 million.
Don't stop talking about it.
Now there's gonna be 20 million.
Yeah.
20 million next.
Eye-catching stuff.
You'll see them. They'll be at their booths after this. You can go talk to them.
Thank you.
So how did you guys like find out that acting was your passion?
Short answer, I loved performing since I was a teenager, and then I sort of fell into this and really decided to get into it properly. Been doing this properly now for about 10 years. Got an upward trajectory, it's been great. But yeah, it's a lot of determination, a lot of getting used to rejection, and yeah, then you can get there.
TLDR version of mine was TikTok. And then really, I just started doing cosplays and impressions, and they went viral, and I really owe it to Gray Delisle, who was like, no, you should actually take this seriously, so yeah, I owe it to Gray.
When I was 5 years old, my dad told me the only way I could marry Peter Venkman from the Ghostbusters was if I became an actor and I went on TV, and so since I was 5, I've known.
Did you marry him?
I did not marry him.
No! It's okay, we all have dreams.
But brain fart. TLDR, trained to go in to be a Broadway actress, found out the fat phobia in the industry, and decided to become a voice actress out of pure spite.
Woo! Awesome. I just loved cartoons so much growing up. That was literally it. I just loved cartoons and video games and wanted to do that.
Me too.
It's sort of like putting on a costume or something, you know, like you're getting to be someone who you're not, especially when it's a different voice from your own. Like there's something very freeing about that. And especially if they're real bad or real weird, then you really get to sort of dive into something else, and it's a lot of fun. I like it.
What was the question again?
How did you find out that acting was your passion?
How do you find out that acting was your passion?
I guess. I forgot. Sorry. I guess I watched a lot of anime and stuff like that. I had already done acting since I was like 10 because my parents were like, "Oh, you're too introverted" and stuff like that. Still am. And then I was like, "Oh, hey, doing voices and stuff like that seems really cool." I did not know that was a form of acting, so I already had that behind me, and I was like, "You know what? I'll do that." And then I started doing impressions and screeching and stuff, and went from there.
Thank you so much.
Okay, so this is mostly for the Murder Drones cast, but do you know what made Switch want to make Newsy canon?
I honestly have no idea. I mean, it was very hard to keep it a secret, I'll tell you that, because we knew very much in advance that was going to happen. So we were like, no. I have no idea why, to be honest. I think it was just sort of a natural gravitation of their characters, I'm guessing. I'm not really sure, but I'm glad that it happened because they're very sweet. So, yeah, it's pretty cute.
My honest opinion is from the pilot, I thought it was going to be like N and D. I actually did not expect N and D from the start. It just kind of slowly gravitated toward that direction, and I think that was what Liam wanted to do. Obviously, so I guess that's just kind of what ended up being the dynamic he liked and wanted to convey. I think we knew as early as like the prom episode, we were like, oh yeah, there's.
I can't wait to see them again.
I'm gonna hang out back here.
Jasmine, I was like, should they actually get together? And she was like, yeah, I want to. So it was very exciting.
We had to keep it secret. So I have a friend, me and Elsie have a friend that's like N Newsy prom friend. We have that. When I was working on the design for that with our artist Cutesy, I originally made N like blush a little bit or something, and Jasmine, the manager, was like, no, that shows a little too much. We have to be a little more careful. And I'm like, dang it.
Thank you so much for that question, though. I hope I answered it okay.
I had no idea, and they are cringe together. Don't like it. No.
You're dead.
This is for the Murder Drones cast. How would Anne and Sin react to Goofy watching a horror movie as like a date?
Isn't she cute when she's terrified?
What is wrong with you? Right here, bro.
I think it's endearing and cute.
Yeah.
What
character, the voice, and glitch. Yeah, I'm like, oh dang, which one out of like the 8? I honestly, I like them all in different ways because I've been working on SMG4 for a while, and I was with Glitch quite early since season 2 of Meta Runner. So honestly, Evelyn was probably one of my favorites because she's a villain, and if you guys haven't seen Meta Runner yet, I really got to encourage you to check it out. It's very underrated. It's Kevin and Luke's baby, so it's like their own thing. So definitely check it out. And this guy, like he's crazy cool and he's so good. So definitely encourage that guy. So I love Evelyn, love Lucy, love them all, like my children, love them. I mean, I would have to pick Andy for Men's Guinevere.
Yeah! Look at all my options. I love Olivia between the two, although I did inherit Space Cat from Dana. It was supposed to be Dana Terrace's character. Yeah, and then it's kind of an honor for her to be like, yeah, no, I think you. And I went, okay. Plot twist, it's Jax. Frankie.
You know, it's a toss-up between N and Jax, and because he's like junk food to me, he's really fun and sweet, and I love getting to voice a character like that. But also, Jax is very complex. There's a lot of complexities to Jax that I really, really like, that we, really go through. And the more I get to record of Jax, the more I love him. But I'm still gonna say N, just because he's such a sweet boy.
I'm gonna say Ken the Butcher. Because, I mean, I play a lot of bad guys, but he loves his daughter, I mean, hey, he's a good dad. So that's wonderful to play. It's very fun.
Oh man, I love both my scrumpies for different reasons. Mel because both obviously, but Mel because I get to be so like crackhead. And then Sin is actually quite difficult as well because it's hard to sound like you're a robot, but also trying to impersonate a human, but being a robot at the same time, and also being like creepy about it. And then, thank you. Hatsune Miku was my goat.
You're the goat.
Oh my gosh, we have now 2 Meta Runner voice actors here. I did not even know that. Yes, please watch Meta Runner. Very appreciative. Okay, sorry. So my question is to the 2 members of Meta Runner. Since, like you said, you 2 have been part of Glitch since the very beginning of the season 2 of Meta Runner. How crazy is to see the studio grow and blossom into what it is now, from Meta Runner to now Knights of Guinevere? Like just their growth in general. How is your reaction to it?
No, that's a really good question. It's been amazing to witness, and what I love the most about them is that they're very encouraging about lifting up other artists and putting, their work to the forefront and using their platform for that reason. So I truly love that about them because, it's really shown how powerful indie animation is and how lifting other people and their creations up, how important that is. Because there's so much undiscovered talent out there, so much undiscovered artistic and storytelling talent, and the fact that they've used that power to uplift other people is amazing as well. But seeing their meteoric rise has been nothing less than super impressive, and I'm just really honored that I've been able to be working with them for so long and still since almost the very beginning. So yeah, it's a huge honor.
Yeah, it's sort of like watching a beautiful sunrise or something, it's just like, oh yeah, this is awesome. It's lovely to see, because again, lifting up other artists, I mean, the shows just keep building and building and building, and they're heartbreaking and beautiful and tragic and frightening and all these different things, and it's so wonderful to see how it's all been going for them. I think they've been doing a fabulous job with all of these shows. It's wonderful to see it.
That's a lovely question. Thank you so much.
Very much, thank you.
Hi, I have a question for the Knights of Guinevere cast. What I want to add, I could have asked this one yesterday. It's very obviously Knights of Guinevere has a lot of the anti-Disney implications and whatnot, and a lot of social commentary in it. Is that something that initially drew you to the script, or was it something else?
I mean, when I first got the audition, I had no idea what was going on. Yeah, I mean, we don't really ever know anything besides when we get the script, and I didn't really get any of that meanings of it all. So I parsed out from the audition for Olivia, because I had auditioned for Space Guy and heard it later, that she was going to be mad capitalism, and I was like, oh, I'm really good at playing a bad guy, and I'm really good at playing old ladies, I'm going to do this. And
I'm always drawn to like monarchs and queens and goddesses who oppress others. Like that is a fun role to play because I love when people hate me. Right? I love when people hate me. So, you know.
Yeah, so in the audition process, we actually don't know what the script is going to be about, what the story is going to be. We just get a character, a description of who they are, and then lines. That's literally all we got. And then we got to the table read, we're listening in. I didn't think Disney, in all honesty. I thought, oh, this is just anti-capitalism, anti-against the man. This is basically, screw money, we need to do trade again. So that's what we thought. So, yeah.
Raggedy Andy!
What's a medium or a genre you would like to see Glitch explore?
Yeah, to be honest, like with speaking of Knights of Guinevere, it's been really nice to see that transition into 2D animation because I think we can all agree with that. We grew up loving, Disney and Studio Ghibli and just anime and 2D animation in general. So I would love to see more of that. To be honest, love 2D. I think it's got to make a huge comeback. I'm glad that stuff like Knights of Guinevere is doing so well to show how much people really love that and want it to come back. So yeah, I would love to see more of that personally.
Yeah, I agree. I'm also really curious to hear what would yeah, more 2D would be really cool.
Visual novels.
Yeah!
Please, as watching Glitch this entire time, watching like how it's exploded ever since SMG4 and all that stuff, I'm just like, why haven't they touched games yet? Make a video game, make a visual novel. Do you know how many people would love just a visual novel of their favorite characters together just causing chaos?
Yeah!
Sorry, I had to answer.
No, you can also do like thinking of that, you can end up doing like the Super Smash Brothers of visual novels.
Well,
my personal thought was that Knights of Guinevere was one of the first forays, possibly ever, of Western animation into psychological thrillers. And so I really want to see a proper stretch into eldritch horror. I don't know that it has been really properly done, and so I'm excited to see what Gaslight District does, but I'm also going like further and further into that field.
Gaslight District is genuinely a lot of what I've actually wanted to see from Glitch, so I'm really excited to see them explore a lot more of what's going to happen in that story.
That's a similar answer for me. It's like, yes, get into the dark, get into the weird. Yeah. So when you said Eldritch anything, I'm like, yes, more of this.
What do you like? I don't know. I think they could make some really cool games. I really personally want to see like an MMORPG. That would be sick. Or like, yeah, or like a show thing, like something superheroes or something like that. Make something like that.
Thank you for that question. That was awesome.
Oopsies, I see you. Hello.
Hi. I have a question for Michael.
Hi, what's your question, Uzi?
So, if Ed and Jax met, what would be their reaction?
I mean, I've done this on stream so many times where N just, this is my headcanon, not canon at all, but I like to imagine that N, because he's a dog lover and he loves dogs so much, he would just think every animal ever is a dog, and so he would just repeatedly call Jax a dog, and Jax is like, are you stupid or something? I'm a rabbit. It's like, what's a rabbit? You're just a really weird dog with long ears. It would just be really stupid. Jax would be like, you are an idiot. It's like, but I'm a lovable idiot. Really funny. Thank you for your question.
This is for Elsie. How would Uzi react to watching a child show such as Twilight?
I think that she would secretly love it.
Like, stupid, dumb, rainbow-colored, cute, fuzzy, adorable. Damn it!
I think, yeah, she's very much like, she refuses to get in touch with her emotions because she's actually very defensive to protect herself and her sort of neglected upbringing. So I feel like she would like it. I think so.
Hi, I wanted to know what drew you into your role as that Glitch.
You start, man. I feel like hogging the mic.
Oh yeah, I actually owe everything to Michael because he recommended me to Glitch, and I think without Michael, I wouldn't be here today. So thank you. Yeah, round of applause for Michael, guys. Oh yeah, Jason, all these guys. Round of applause for all these guys. So
Well, gosh, what drew me to the character? I'm going to pick Ken the Butcher. And what drew me to him was his design. The man has a knife in his head. You know, I'm like, oh, this is rad. He's so kind of gross and looks like a frog, and like, this is so weird. And he can just have the like grossest voice ever, you know. And so getting to do that kind of thing is always fun. So if you show me a character that's like really gross or really ugly or really scary, then it's like, oh, this is wonderful already. I am immediately attached to this character. Please let me play them.
So when it comes to like being introduced to my character from Glitch, again, Jason, I was working with him on Lackadaisy, and you actually told me that you got something, and I believe that was Murder Drones, and you said, hey, I think these characters would be a good fit. You should message Jasmine over at Glitch, and so I did, give him my materials, got the auditions for Murder Drones. When I got the auditions, I had the auditions for N, Thad, and Con the Doorman. Con Doorman, and for some reason I thought Thad was the male lead. I didn't think it was N. I thought N was like a side character. But I still wanted N because N seemed the most up my alley. I auditioned for all of them though, and I did pickups for N, and it went from there. I just really liked how goofy he was, and then Jax. Goose just wanted me from the start. She messaged me like well before audition started. She said, "Can you do a voice like Raggedy Andy?" And I'm like, "I probably can." And then that's just how it happened.
I actually got recommended by Bell, who is in Lackadaisy as well as Gaslight District. He actually recommended me for Lackadaisy, didn't get in, but then he's like, no, I'm turning you around, go for Glitch. And Glitch reached out to me thanks to Bell. And I read for everything, all the characters for like Andy, Olivia, and then Frankie. And Frankie's like, oh, she's me. Oh no. And so when I got cast as her and I read the script, I'm like, oh no, this is literally just me as a character. Oh dear God. So that's what drew me to Frankie, just on all honesty.
Also shout out to Belle because Belle is Olivia was the last character we cast on the project, and so it was sort of like a one. It's like, hey, you booked it. We have a table read in 5 days. Can you be there? I'm like, heck yeah, I can be there. That'll be great. So thank you, Belle. Thank you so much for taking a chance on all of them.
Right. You know, I actually didn't really relate to it. I didn't even audition for Andy. I auditioned for every other character. Jasmine's like, hey, you missed one. I think you'd be good for Andy. I was like, oh, I missed it. And honestly, I didn't really relate to her until probably the first few table reads in a way that it looks good. Because I think Dana had already previously expressed interest in casting me for Andy, so it was kind of a journey to relating to her.
Yeah, I mean, I was just so drawn to Glitch in general. I saw Meta Runner season 1 and I was just like, oh my god, I would love to be in something like this. It's so original and the voice acting's great, and I was so happy because I originally auditioned for Lucinia in Meta Runner, and then I got the audition for Evelyn and they were like, oh, she's British, so it was kind of perfect. And then it kind of all went from there. And honestly, that we can all probably like sort of relate to this, but in order to survive in this business mentally, I detach from becoming too attached to a character when I read the audition. So I auditioned for Uzi, V, and like a couple of other female characters, and I was sort of like, oh, I'm never going to get this because I'm British and she's American, blah, blah, blah. And then I did, and I was like, oh. And then you get to unpack the character the more you work with them and everything. But yeah, it's amazing. I think we can all agree it's a huge honor. So yeah, I was super happy.
My question is I have some questions for you, and I actually enjoyed you in my question. My question is, what's your favorite moment as a voice actor?
Oh, that's a great question, and thank you for being so lovely. You've been so awesome to me, so thank you so much. I'm not sure. I love doing something that I love. I think that it's a huge privilege to do a job that you enjoy, and this job is great for me. I used to want to do stage stuff similar to Michaela, and you know, whole Broadway and West End thing. And voice acting is perfect because it means I can still act, I can still sing, but I don't have to be in front of hundreds and hundreds of people and dance. So it's great for me personally. Yeah, I love it so much. I truly love it from the bottom of my heart. So thank you for that lovely question. That's really sweet. Thank you.
I had a question about what were your previous. Can you say that again, honey?
Previous dream job. You start, Alana.
Oh, geez. I think I wanted. It was a toss between a vet, a fireman, and like something in a medical field, like a paramedic or something.
No. I was just delighted by your answer. Well, initially, when I went to college, I was going for screenwriting because I love writing. So initially, that's what I was leaning towards. But you know, having already done a bunch of like stage work and things like that, and discovering voiceover, like, oh, I don't have to memorize the script. I don't have to get measured for a costume. I don't have to remember where I have to stand. Oh, this is awesome! I can just go and be the character and then leave and take my brain fruits with me. So that's sort of. But initially, yeah, writing was my thing.
When I was a kid, I wanted to be like a news anchor. When I was a kid, that was my goal. I was like, I want to be like a news anchor or something. And then it turned into voice acting because I loved cartoons so much.
Wanted to be on Broadway. I did acting, singing, dancing, triple threat for like 11 plus years. And then when in college, I found out that the industry is not friendly to those who are over the size of 2. I decided, nope, I'm going to voice acting because at least I get behind the mic and all that. I did radio and then voice acting. And now I also do ASMR writing and video game writing. So yeah.
Whoa! I think that no matter what you wanted, I don't trust it about visual speech. I think no matter what you want to do, just do it. I've been very blessed that any previous job that I was like, oh, I want to do that, I went ahead and tried it. Like, when I was younger, I wanted to be a writer. I became like a published poet. It was like, I did it. When I got older, I wanted to be an astronaut. I ended up going into medicine, and I worked with NASA for a little bit. Then I joined the military, and I went to medical for a while. And I just kind of followed wherever my heart would take me, and it ended here. And this is like it for me. This is, well, I would say that, but then that led into directing, so now I direct video games in addition to acting. And so just follow your hearts, guys. Just do everything. Do everything.
I wanted to go for criminal psychology, but I was like, oh, that's a lot of work and a lot of debt. I changed my mind.
That's amazing. I'm learning so much about you guys today. I love it. I actually wanted to be an animator because I draw, and I don't really draw anymore. But it's funny because I feel like I probably would have tried to end up in Glitch's hands either way, whether it be as an artist or as a voice actor, because I genuinely wanted to work in animation so bad. And all my family thought I was going to be some kind of artist or animator. So yeah, it's funny how I've still ended up in that realm, but just in a different way, which is nice. So yeah, that's a lovely question. Thank you so much.
My question was, for the Murder Drones cast, how would N, Uzi, and Sen react if they were in FNAF?
Oh! You are a weak jump scare. I would rather jump scare.
Oh man, I think she'd love it. She'd be like, yeah, get over here, you're gonna be my new best friend, you're awesome. Because she just gravitates towards all of that, because we love her for that. But yeah, that's a funny question. I was gonna say, that's
so
your
where
thing,
do
isn't
you
it?
hide your bodies?
Like I tell you.
So, like, what's your favorite episode that you, like, your character is voice? Just any show that we've worked on?
Any show.
Okay. I think episode 6, 7 of for Murder Drones. I cannot say anything else.
Well, the Gaslight District only has the one, so at the moment. So I can't pick that one. So I'm gonna go with Meta Runner. And honestly, when they get to do like that Sky Pirates game or whatever, and the animation changes and everything, that was awesome. That was so cool. So I was delighted by that.
Our favorite episode? Yeah. Our favorite episode, my favorite episode to record was episode 6 of Digital Circus so far, at least. That's all I can say. Maybe I like recording others more, but as far as what's out, episode 6 was my favorite to record.
Oh my god!
We only got the pilot of Knights of Guinevere. So if you'd like to see the full show, make sure you support by buying the merch.
Damn!
And because we only have the one episode of Knights of Guinevere, my appears the second time where she steps into her power of the goddess and transforms. That was my favorite thing I've ever recorded.
Yeah, we only got the pilot. Maybe it'd be pretty cool if we could have more. So, listen, support the merch. Absolutely will. It was amazing. I think my favorite episode was the camping episode. I can't remember the number of Murder Drones. Yeah, I really loved that one because I loved that where they got to be a little bit more vulnerable and open up to each other. Because I really like when characters get to be like emotional and open up a bit rather than just being like, gremlin-y. It's nice when they have a bit of like character development. So I really liked that. I really enjoyed recording that. I thought the moment was really sweet when the episode came out, and it was just a cute episode in general. Not a summer camp episode. It was nice. Yeah, so that was my favourite. Well, since you stole the thunder and that did the answer, because I also voiced Sylvana in Aphmal's Catface series. Surprise! Hi, I'm Sylvana. But it was during season, I believe 6, where she talks to Aaron, and she realizes that Aaron's genuine about marrying her daughter, and because Sylvana has gone through so much trauma and being in like the one that got left behind, the one that had to take care of her daughter solo, she literally just goes, "You love her more than I'll ever know." And it was just so deep and heavy that I'm like, I cried after recording that line. So yeah. I love that sort of question.
Okay, so first of all, I love you all so much. And I want to know how your characters would react if they realized they were in a video simulation and they were not actually their characters at all. And I'm asking Michaela Law specifically to do Aphmal's mom.
Yeah, average.
I need a moment to think about this. That was a good question. You stumped us. We're all like, whoa, the gravity of that question. That's a big one. So it's like if they woke up from a visual simulation like the Matrix or something. So that they're like, I'm not actually this character, I'm like a person, and I was never Uzi or Jax or whatever. Is that what you mean? Oh my lord. That is so deep. I'm like, just unlocked me.
Unlocked everybody here with this question.
Wait, do I still have to clock in? Hey, who's in charge of this?
Are there any doors around here?
I think that Olivia would then. Oh my god, that's a door. I had it, and then I was like, oh, where did it? No, I do. I think that Olivia would immediately start either, I presume, trying to expand her lifespan by like entering into this new body, or try to figure out how to control the simulation in order to make maximum profit.
I feel like Andy would just have a meltdown. Where's Aphmal? Where is my daughter?
I mean, Jax already is like in digital. He's like, nothing's real. It's all fake anyway. Just have fun. I'm an optimistic nihilist. Nothing's real. Nothing matters. Have fun. Abuse everyone around you. And would be like, nothing matters. Yay.
I think Sid might start like scratching at the walls or something, like a cat. Like, let me out, let me out, let me out. Like, you know what? I can use this. I can recode everything. Oh, darn it.
As long as there's no door. But yeah, you stumped us. That was a great question. Goodness me. Wow. Thank you so much.
Hello.
Ah, the king. Hello, the King of England. All right.
My question is, I know that for the auditions, N had a British take that could have been accepted. I'm wondering if there's any sort of that for any of the other auditions for the characters you do.
Ooh, is my makeup
Yeah, do you want to
too
start
much?
along with that one?
Yeah, I think. Well, obviously, I auditioned for Tessa as well, so I got to use my natural accent for that. But I don't think I had enough to be like I don't know how to explain that. Yeah, I think I did try like a British accent for Sin, kind of something more like kind of like GLaDOS kind of, but more British kind of nom. But for most of the other characters or any auditions that I do, unless it specifies an accent, I usually just default to, you know, like a North American.
Yeah, honestly, Ken especially struck me as like a, you know, big New York butcher. So that's sort of what we went with that. But I think that there was an alternate audition where I did make him a little Cockney, so so that was an interesting, like, right, so here we go, Mel, what are we doing here? Right. Yeah. All right, do I still have to clock in? What?
You already know what ended up happening to British Yen. It didn't happen. It's not real. Fish and chips, cheerio! Elsie Lovelock is offended. It sounds like I'm doing a crappy Austin Powers instead. Oh, behave!
They were I just pulled North American accents for all of the auditions that I did for Knights of Guinevere, because the one that I can do is my Chicago accent, where I just lean back into my Chicago roots. But I did that for Lackadaisy, and because it didn't happen, I'm like, I'm just gonna put that away forever. But I can do a Cockney accent a little bit. It's not that great, but I mean, Elsie can judge here. It's just the face of like, you're not doing it right, sweetie.
All of my little old lady characters have a slight British lilt, as in even Olivia has very open vowel sounds, but is still very much an American accent. My most famous British character is Queen Celia from Garden of Manban. And she was originally, they asked for her to be like a Galadriel character, and I looked at her and I was like, oh no, she's just the queen, like the like queen, rest her soul.
I mean, when I went back to do the Andy audition, it was just my voice, but with Olivia, I noticed that in the description, it was like she's always having a hard time breathing. So when I did my audition for Olivia, I always added that can't breathe, like, kind of thing in my audition. That's really the only thing, like, accent-wise, but I didn't do anything else.
Sorry, I thought I was on the set of Oliver for a second with all that Cockney. Good Lord. Can I have some more? Good Lord in heaven. I did audition for Olivia, actually. I made her very British. I made her about 102. I was like, give you me all like literally barely alive. So you crushed it. So it was definitely picked the right person. Sorry, what did Oh, yeah, no, so I did make that. But honestly, like, for a lot of my auditions, I did audition for Frankie as well, and I kind of made her sound, I was a bit surfer, I was like, yeah, I did what you did. It didn't suit at all. Oh, I'm just gonna, whatever.
Oh no, and it's so funny that you guys mentioned that, because I went like this in the audition. It was very much like a... Whoa. I thought the coughing is what booked it for me, so...
Emphysema, I hardly know her.
You're too good at that.
Thank you, that was a great question. Thank you, my king. I'll see you back in London. Oh my gosh, you look amazing.
Thank you. Okay, so my question kind of correlates to the last one, but I want to make it more simple. If you were chosen to do any character, not the one that you voice right now, from any Glitch Productions shows and everything, who would it be and why?
Yeah, the disclaimer here is with respect to, yes, yeah, everyone is perfect as the role that they are.
They were cast for a reason. That was loud. Ragatha from Digital Circus. I'm a people pleaser. And so when I watched the show, I saw Ragatha, I'm like, oh, there's another character that's part of my trauma. So I would absolutely, with respect to Amanda, Ragatha.
There's not a lot of characters in my vocal range. So, honestly, I already have mine. It's Ken. So.
I'm really happy with N and Jax. I really don't think I'd want to be anyone else, but I auditioned for Kane. I auditioned for Bubble in Digital Circus. Those could have been fun also, but I think Alex is perfect as Kane. I can't imagine anyone else as Kane in Digital Circus. And Goose, so funny thing, Goose actually wishes that she didn't cast herself as Bubble. She wishes she had cast Gianni Metrograno. She talked about how she wishes she'd gotten Gianni to do Bubble. But it's okay. He's Breadhead now, and he's fantastic.
Yeah.
I'm gonna show my ignorance here, but in the Amazing Musical Circus, when you guys were looking for, there was like a clown who was missing, there was like this horrible, like glitchy thing in the basement. The abstraction. I wanted to voice the abstraction. I saw it and I was like, I want to voice that thing. I want to. Wait, no, but I know, but that's what I'm saying. I was like, that. I want to voice this.
Ooh. I just want to be a clown in the Amazing Angel Circus because I can do a clown. So costume realistic, I just want to be a clown. I just want to be a clown. I don't want to replace. I don't want to be anybody else but my own clown. What if I said look in the mirror, bro? I'm sorry, I love you so much. No, I'm kidding.
I'm still crying over the clown. Sorry. That really got me, so that tickled me pink. Yeah, no, I mean, I've auditioned for a lot of pretty much every character that everyone voices on this so far. I probably auditioned for as well at some point. I auditioned for most of the characters that I was able to in Digital Circus, and when I got the Goin Queen, I was like, yeah, that makes sense. I am also a horrible slug, so I relate to them. So yeah, no, but it's always fun. It's always fun sort of hearing your interpretation and then hearing the interpretation that comes out when it comes out, you know, and you're like, oh, interesting. So yeah, love it. Big learning curve. Yeah. Thank you. You look absolutely fabulous. You do. Amazing. Hello.
Hi. Sorry, I don't know how to say your name. Sorry, I always like to do something. You know what DPLC is? My name is Monica.
Did you say for Alana Sin?
Alana.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Hi.
Alana. If you see DLC, what would Monica, how would Monica and Sin react to their teammates?
Who was the first? Mako?
Monica from Doki Doki Literature Club.
Oh, okay. She would be like,
what the hell are you? Or something like that. I don't know. She's like, yeah, there can only be like one corrupt program here, so that's what's already taken by me. No, get out.
All right, guys, that was our last question.